Good morning, everyone. It's raining, and I thought I would show you what we do when it rains. So here's the chickens who do not seem to want to go inside. They're just getting soaked. Hopefully they won't get pneumonia. One of the first things we do when it starts to rain is give thanks, and we uncover the compost so that it can get hydrated. There's our compost, and now I'll go show you the swales. So I'm walking out to the road here, and when it starts to rain hard, we run out here and make sure that our swale inputs are not blocked. Because here's the road, if you can see it. That's the road that we live on, and here is where we make sure that the water can get from the road onto our property. So it comes all the way down, goes all the way down our driveway, and we have 3 spots on the road and on our neighbor's driveway where we make sure it's not blocked and harvest it. So it comes down the driveway into our swale. So we've gotten a little more than an inch so far in this rain event, and it's an unusual rain event for us in that it's coming slowly. It's not like a crazy cloud burst, so that's really nice. So here's the swale, and you can see it's got quite a bit of water. It's a couple feet deep. We'll see how far the water goes. Usually makes it around this corner. Yep, still full. So I'm a little further down the road now. Up there's the first swale that I showed you, and here's more of the road sloping down, and here is where we've dug out the curb, you might call it, and are harvesting this water. When we first built the swale, we had like a 1-rock dam to slow it down, but we realized that was too slow. So here's another 1-rock dam that we've carved out to make the water go. And here's our mesquite and palo verde trees planted along the swale. That big one is a pistachio. So we don't yet have all the tanks that we want for rainwater catchment. We want, thousands and thousands of gallons. But in the meantime, we make do what we have. Here's Oliver in the window. And here's another barrel. This one's kind of cool because it has, we're not storing it, but it has, it's getting water from the roof, and then the water goes straight into a hose, and that hose, I'll show you where it goes. It's part of our gray water system for the laundry, but it's also part of our rain catchment system, and because that barrel would overflow really fast with any amount of rain. I mean, it does if we don't have it hooked up. So we can just move this hose wherever we want and make sure the water goes where we want it. So let's see how much is coming out here. Not a ton, but it adds up. It's nice steady rain. So I want to show you the third input, which is off our in-laws driveway. So this fence is the difference marks the 2 properties. And so this is our in-laws driveway, and they have kindly allowed us to make a little, when it rains, we adjust, make sure there's a clear path, because all this ground is compacted, And so the water just runs instead of running just down here indefinitely, which a lot of it does, but a lot of it goes under the fence and into our swale. And I'll show you the other side of that. So here is the other side of that input that I just showed you. It's not the most elegant thing, but it gets the water to our trees. This is a Asian pear. This is a mesquite. We've got our paddle cactus, nopales, agaves, lots of trees. Palo verde or nopales. This is a jujube tree. It's winter now, so nothing has leaves. Yeah. I also wanted to show you, this is more of a flood control than a swale, although this is when we first heard about permaculture like 20 years ago. Brother-in-law Nathan came and dug this. So here's the input of water coming from the neighbor's property, and it's a ton of water. And if this berm were not here, I don't know if you can see it, there's a good angle. So here's the house, and before this berm was here, the water would just come straight from the neighbors and go straight into the house and flood it, and that was not ideal. So Nathan dug this swale, and it's been piled with mulch and stuff. It hasn't been officially planted. This is just native desert stuff that was either already here or popped up. And here's the overflow. It's a fun pond to play in, but yeah, and it overflows to some trees, but it's just a simple system to keep the house from flooding, and a fun pond to play in when it rains. And I just wanted to show you while I'm out here, this is our sunken garden bed, or beds. That fair looking one is carrots, and we're just super stoked on this system. The greens are doing awesome. The winter solstice was yesterday, so we're December 22nd, and just harvesting tons and tons of greens every day. And we had some super high winds, and then a bunch of frost, 4 days of hard frost, and everything is still pretty much rocking. There's a little bit of frost damage, just damage in general, but we are quite pleased, so I want to show you that.